All right, if you're with us online, go and get your space and equipment set up and ready to go because we're going to start here in about the next 30 seconds. See you in a minute. All right, welcome back to Build Light. So today, changing up the format a little bit. We're playing with a couple of formats for this class. So I'll go over what those changes are just so you know what's coming. If this is your first class, don't worry about the movements or equipment. I'll go over all of that. So if you have any questions, we will probably cover those. If I don't cover any, go ahead and drop them in the chat. So for this class today, you'll need a dumbbell, medium, arbitrary weight. Once you know the movements, you can kind of find the weights that you want, and a mat today. So the format of the class for today is we'll have the 6-minute warm-up as usual, and then we're going to go into the workout. So the workout today is we have 3 rounds in this class. Each round is going to consist of 6 movements, and each movement for 45 seconds. So we're extending each movement a little bit and shortening how many movements there are. And then once we get through, and we're going to go movement 1 right into movement 2, so each one 45 seconds, no rest in between. Once we get through all 6, that's 1 round done, and there's 3 rounds in this class. And then at the end, we'll do a cool down, stretch routine, send you on your way. So today, first movement we have is floor press. So we haven't done this one yet. So I'm going to go ahead and everybody go and lay down on their backs on the mat. Go ahead and get a weight ready. So if you think of a bench press, it's going to be very similar to a bench press. Biggest thing we want to make sure when we're in this position is we're pulling those shoulder blades back and down, lifting that chest up. So we're going to have a slight lift between the floor and our low back, okay? So if we're getting into that position and that low back is pressed right into the floor, go and think of pulling those shoulder blades back and down closer to your glutes, okay? And then lifting that chest up. That's going to get you into a position where you can power and press through the chest, as opposed if you drop and roll that, you're going to press through your shoulders, okay? So go and grab whatever weight you got, okay? And then we're going to bring it, same thing as like when we do push-ups. We want those elbows at a 45. We don't want those elbows really high and wide. We want them down about that 45 degrees. And then keeping those shoulder blades back and down, shoulder blades squeeze together, we're going to press straight up. But we're not going to go all the way extend. Remember, you can roll those shoulders forward, but we don't want to roll them forward. So we're going to press up as far as we can without separating the scapula, without pressing or rounding those shoulders forward. Then we're going to bring it back down, elbows at the 45, then press back up. And think, power through the chest, press through the chest, okay? If you're at home and you don't have weights for this movement, feel free to just do push-ups. Or if you're in class and you want to do it a little bit differently, you can just do push-ups as well. So that's going to be the first movement we have today is that floor press, okay? The second movement we have is going to be chest lift. So this one's going to be standing, and you can go ahead and stand up for this one if you want. You might want a little bit of a lighter weight for this one. So go ahead and take a light weight in each hand. We haven't done this one in quite a few sessions now. So shoulder blades back and down. Okay, we're in that position. And so what we're thinking of doing is we're going to lift, and you can just do one side if you want, but think of lifting through the chest, flexing that chest. So the arm is going to come in and almost across your body as you lift. So think of lifting up, lift, and you can kind of feel that pec turn on. If you don't feel that pec turning on, your shoulder's probably extended forward. So keep it pulled back and down. We're going to kind of lift up and across. You can kind of feel that chest activation. Then we're going to go over the other side. If you feel really good with the activation, you can do both at the same time. So you think of coming in, arms are going to stay straight, lifting through the chest. How's everybody feeling with that? Are we feeling chest engagement? Are we not? Yes. No. Yes. Got one yes. Anybody else? Yes. Okay. Okay, great. So if you're not feeling any chest engagement on that one, let me know. If you're at home, you don't necessarily need to have the weight. You can just do the isometric contraction, lift and squeeze. Or you can do the palms together, press, squeeze together. That's another way to learn how to turn on and activate that chest that you can do, okay? Perfect. If we don't feel it at the end, I'll be right over there. So the next movement we're going to move into is goblet squats. So with goblet squats, this is where we're going to have the dumbbell, palms underneath, or if you have the ones with the handles, you can even just press them together if you want, or you can hold them how you want. But we're going to hold that weight in front, and we're basically just going down into a squat. Remember, those knees stay in line with those toes. Weight even on the feet. We don't want the toes coming up. We don't want the heels coming up. Make sure those glutes are activated the whole way down, the whole way up. And remember, stay braced through that movement, okay? If you want, you can make those tempo, you can make them slower, but really we're just doing regular goblet squats. If you've been in classes before, you can use any of those versions we've done. The next movement we're going into right after that, and if you don't have the weight at home, feel free just to do regular squats, air squats, or you can make them plyometric and jumping if you want to increase that intensity. Next movement we have is going to be lunges. And remembering with lunges, you can step backwards or you can step forward into a lunge. Biggest thing, don't let that knee drop. Keep it in line with wherever that toe is pointing. Keep that glute turned on of that front leg, okay? Remember, stay braced and in control of that movement and focus on that bounce. But we're just alternating each leg, and if you want, you can hold on to a weight, a dumbbell if you want to make that a little bit more challenging, or you can make them plyometric and into jump lunges. Totally up to you with those lunges. Next movement we're going down into is T openers. And the one thing with T openers is we're going to be down in a plank here. You kind of have a little bit of a wider foot stance. And when we open, the feet are going to roll over to the side, okay? Then we're going to come back to center, regain centered, open up to the other side. We want to maintain control through those twists. We don't want the momentum to just be swinging us back and forth. So if I said freeze, you'd want to be able to stop in whatever position. That means you're maintaining muscular control through that movement and not just going side to side and opening the arms, okay? Last move we have is dropping down into that animal pose hold. We'll do this one together. So, we haven't done this one. Maybe we've done it recently. I don't remember. But anyways, hands, knees, and feet are all going to be in line here, okay? And we want the knees directly under the hips. Shoulder blades back and down. We don't want to be extended and rounded like a cat-cow position. And from here, all we're going to do is lift the knees about 1 inch to maybe 2 inches off the ground, okay? And you're just holding this position here. Remember, keep that pelvic floor up and in, that core engaged, shoulder blades back and down in that movement. Any questions? All right, let's get ready to go. All right, starting with those jumping jacks. Remember, stay braced, that core is strong, we're engaged, and we're moving. Let's go. Remember, we're starting at about 40%. We don't overly need to have that intensity very high. We're just warming up the body. You can be here. I know for me, my ankles can't hang going straight into those jumping jacks, so you can be in this position. And remember, we talked about bracing. If you haven't watched the Optimize Your Movement and Workday Learn, make sure you go watch that. Quick version, air squats. This pelvic floor, bladder up into your stomach. Tighten that core around it, those shoulder blades back and down. And that's that bracing position you want to maintain throughout the class. Remember, weight even on those feet. Don't bounce at the bottom, control it, have a slight stop, and then make your way back up. Nice. Marches. Driving those knees up. Remember, we don't want a lot of side-to-side movement. We want to control, we want to lift with the core. Drive that knee up. Nice work. Lunges, alternating. You can step forward or step back. If you ever have knee discomfort, try stepping backwards as opposed to forwards. You can shift where that weight's at a little bit. Remember, whatever front leg, that glute is on. Good job. Keep that knee in line with that toe. Don't let it cave in. Weight even on that foot as you go down and come back up. Arm circles. With this one, we don't overly want to twist the body. Want to stay squared. Reverse. Inchworms into push-ups. This is a new movement, no worries. We're gonna bend the knees. We don't wanna round the low back. We're gonna walk out into a plank. Drop down modifier, lay down push-up, and you're gonna do a push-up. And then you're gonna bend those knees and walk those hips back up high. Find that stretch, hamstring, calf. Then make our way back down, back into that push-up. Nice job. Jumping jacks, we're in round 2 of the warm-up. We're picking up that tempo a little bit, starting to move a little bit quicker, maybe at about 60%. Nice job. Remember, stay braced. Nice job. Air squats. And those hips go back. Sit down into that weight even on those feet. Keep those glutes engaged. Knees stay in line with the toes. Weight even on the feet. Don't let your weight shift all the way onto the heels. Don't let your weight shift all the way onto the toes. Keep it even. Good job. Keep those glutes turned on. Marches. Drive that knee up. Think of using that core. Try to lift and crunch as you drive that knee up. Nice job. We're still braced. Don't lose that bracing. Lunges. Knee in line with that toe, weight even on that front foot. Keep that glute engaged, or whatever is that front leg. If you feel strong in that balance and control, you can add a slow twist towards the knee that's in front. So if your left knee's in front, you're gonna twist to the left, then back to center. Nice job. Slow, controlled movements here. Arm circles. Full range of motion through those shoulders. As far forward, up, down, and backwards as you can reach. Reverse. Inchworms into those push-ups. Bend those knees, don't round that low back. On those push-ups, hands are under the chest, elbows at that 45, same as we talked about for those floor presses. Take a break. 1 minute, and we're moving into that workout. Feel free to start with whatever weight felt comfortable. You can always shift that weight up, shift it down a little bit as we're going through the class. All right, first movement is that floor press. So what can be helpful for this one? Getting your weights set up so they'll be on either side of you. And then when you lay down, you can pull them up with you. Remembering with this one, shoulder blades pull back and down. Lift that chest up. There's gonna be a small arch between the low back and the floor here. And we're powering, pushing through the chest. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We have 45 seconds. Don't round those shoulders forward when we come forward. When we're pressing forward, keep those shoulder blades back, down, press through the chest. And be intentional bringing those arms down. Don't let them crash into the floor. Don't let them rest on the floor. Nice job. Nice job. Stay with it. 1. Let's go, floor press. into those chest lifts. So we're up, we're standing, and we're lifting. And if you're having difficulties getting that chest engagement here, think of lifting that pinky up and in. So we're twisting the pinkies up and in on that lift. That can help to activate that chest a little bit more. Another big thing is don't let that shoulder go forward. Sometimes you tend to lift and we go like this. You really need to keep that position to power from the chest. Nice job. Goblet squats. Keep those glutes engaged. Remember, control. Think what muscles you're trying to work, you're trying to engage. Are you feeling that stretch? Are you feeling that contraction? Pay attention. Knees in line with those toes. Glutes are active from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. Lunges, optional weight here. Make them good, controlled. Keep that glute active. Knee in line with that toe. Weights even on that front leg. We're still braced. Pelvic floor up and in. Core is strong. Shoulder blades are staying back and down. Nice job. Don't let that knee cave in. Watch that knee. T openers. Rolling over onto the side of those feet. If I said freeze, could you stop right when I said that word? Whether it's here, 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 or here. Maintain that control. Animal pose. Hands, knees, and feet in line. Take a second if you need, and let's get into that position. Knees are 1 to 2 inches up off the ground. Keep that bracing. Let's go. Pelvic floor up and in, that core is engaged. Shoulder blades are back and down. Take a break. Woo! Nice work, yos. Last round coming up for us here. If you need to adjust that weight, think about those movements, how difficult they were. You can go up or down. Any questions on any of the movements that round? Or someone I didn't get to? All right. Round 3. First round's like that warm-up, last warm-up. Second round's like, all right, I'm getting used to this. Third round, we're just going for broke here. We got 10 seconds left. So get ready for those floor presses. Get your weight where you want it. And in 3, 2, 1, we're up. Tension through that chest the entire time. Shoulder blades back down underneath of you. Press through the chest. Always try to work to keep that chest engaged through the full range of motion, up and down. Remember, quality over quantity. If you're getting tired, slow it down, but keep that good form. Switch, chest lifts. Shoulder blades back and down. Twist those pinkies up and in on that lift. Don't let those shoulders roll forward. You can always, if you want, go for 2 hands on one, up and lift. Up to you, what you need here. Goblet squats. Glutes engaged. That full range of motion. Don't let them rest at the top. Knees in line with those toes. Weight even on those feet. Nice job. Stay braced. Lunges. Weighted or not, up to you. But remember, quality. Try to get that full range of motion. Knee in line with that toe. Keep that glute on. Don't let those heels come up. Don't let those toes come up. Stay braced. Nice job. Nice work. Remember, as you get tired, make that quality good. We don't want to collapse side to side. Stay strong. Hold that position. T openers. Whew. Let's go, y'all. We have 2 movements left. Remember, this movement isn't about speed. It's about control. Don't lose that bracing. Shoulder blades are back and down. You have that tension in that upper back. Animal. Hands, knees, and feet in line. Take a second if you need it. Mentally set yourself in. Let's go. Pay attention. Are you shifting all your weight to one side or the other? Front to back. Try to keep it even. And we're braced. Let's go. Shoulder blades back and down. The core is engaged. Last 10 seconds. Don't drop. Let's go. Take a break. Nice work, y'all. My peeps at home. Nice job today. Nice job. Nice work, Anna. Nice job, Gary. Nice job, y'all. Nice work. Good job, Dion. Good job today. As you're cooling down, cleaning up, Start to work on slowing that breathing down. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And remember, when we're breathing in through the nose, send that oxygen into the belly. We tend a lot of times to breathe through the shoulders, the traps, the chest and upper back. That's what we do when we're tense. Start to slow that breathing, breathe into that belly. If you find any black streaks or marks on the ground, we'll help facilities out, we'll clean those up. If you're at home, if the floor is dirty, clean it up. When we're ready, we're gonna start with those deep breaths for that stretch routine. Breathing in through the nose, on the way up, out through the mouth, on the way down. We're gonna breathe into that belly. And that next exhale, we're gonna pull that arm across. Remember, keep that shoulder blade pulled back and down. We wanna stretch the rear delt, not the back with this stretch. And through all these stretches, keeping that slight brace posture, keeping those breaths, stretching a little further on each exhale. And if you find yourself tense and shrugging those shoulders, let them relax, let them drop down. When you're ready, go and release and switch. And through all these stretches, thinking of working through these stretches as well. Part of the workout, we want to work on increasing that flexibility, increasing that mobility after every workout. When you're ready, go and release. Pull that first arm back behind, grab that elbow. Opposite palm goes in between those shoulder blades. When you're ready, go and release. Switch over to that opposite side. Ready, go ahead and release. We're going to drop those hands back behind, interlock those fingers together, shoulder blades pull back and down, and roll that head and neck. Feel free to change direction. If you find a spot that's really tight, feel free to stay there and breathe through it. Ready, go and release. Inhale up and in. On that exhale, we're going to drop down into that full deep floor squat. Taking your time getting down into that position. Working on trying to keep those heels down. Keep those shoulder blades back and down, that chest up. If you want more of an inner thigh stretch here, elbows to the inside of the knees, palms together, and you can press those palms down for as much of a stretch as you want to those inner thighs. Ready, we're going to drop it down onto all fours and into that puppy pose. So hips stay above the knees, extending those arms out to in front, dropping that chest down to the floor. If you want a little bit of an increase in that stretch, you can always pull those hands back behind the head. Through all these stretches, remembering on every third, fourth breath, making it a bit of a deeper inhale. Whenever you're ready, you're going to bring yourself back up onto all fours, extend up into a plank position, and we're going to drive that right knee up and underneath with that foot across in front of us for that pigeon pose. Try to keep those hips squared. Keep that natural curve in that low back. And as you breathe into that stretch, take yourself closer and closer down to the floor. Every third to fourth breath, make that inhale a little bit deeper. And if you find yourself tensing those muscles on that exhale, let them relax. When you're ready, go and slowly release yourself back up. And take that first leg back and bring the opposite knee up and under with that foot across, pressing those hips down into the floor, and breathing deeper into that stretch. When you're ready, we're just gonna roll over into a seated position, bring our legs out in front of us, come down onto our backs. For this next stretch, we're gonna go and bring one knee up to the chest or armpit. Take one big inhale, and on that exhale, we're gonna drop that knee across our torso, keeping the opposite shoulder and arm down. Trying to get that knee, that hip up and over, to keep that opposite arm and shoulder down. And breathe. Every third to fourth inhale, making that inhale a little deeper. And whenever you're ready, we're going to slowly bring that knee back to center, drop it down to the floor, and bring that opposite knee up to that chest or armpit for that inhale. On that exhale, we're pulling that knee across the torso, keeping the opposite arm and shoulder down. Go and bring that knee back to center and slowly take your time coming back to standing. We're going to finish with those last 3 breaths here. Making each inhale a little bit deeper. And on each exhale, blowing out a little more air. Nice job today, everybody. Nice work. If you're with us online, thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want updates of when classes go live. And for everybody, don't forget your homework, good full dinner, at least 6 hours of sleep, and drink lots of water tonight. Thank you. Have a nice night.